Ah, it's another
We
day.
are live. What's going on, boys?
Ah, man, what's up, you dirty bitches, man? Niggas is live on y'all last for it this week, man. Motherfucking power, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been Thanksgiving football and shit has been dumb motherfucking lit, man. I
Man,
enjoyed the fuck out of football yesterday. Had time with myself and football. Shit was lit.
shit, all three games were fucking great, no lie. Fucking all of them somewhat, I'll say all three of them high scoring affairs. I'm not sure if all three overs hit, but there was definitely points on the board. You can't say it was boring football at all. Oh, we're just setting up. We're just a little bit behind the stage still. We're trying to get everything set up on the YouTube side of things. All right. I getting the link out so we can get everyone in here. We can all talk. If you already have some of your favorite bets of the weekend, go ahead, drop them down. We can shout them out. If you had any crazy takes of the games over the Thanksgiving, go ahead and drop those down as well. All right, I'm all good on my side, Kev. How you looking?
Motherfucking, I'm over here trying to figure out my last minute locks and dogs. You feel me?
I feel you, dog. But all
I know
right.
I'm this week. Let me make sure I go retweet everything. But nah, man, how's your Thanksgiving though?
Thanksgiving was a vibe. It was great. Spending time with the family, of course. I got the turkey leg, of course. I'm a turkey leg man through and through. Makes me feel like I'm back in the Renaissance time on Game of Thrones or something. And then watched the games, made some money. Shout out anyone who tailed the parlay that I cooked up with again, me and Kyle back to back weeks. I cooked up some long shot parlays. This week it was Dalton Schultz anytime touchdown scorer and TJ Hawkinson anytime touchdown scorer for
And that's
tight end.
tight end.
Yeah, Thanksgiving tight end parlay. A cash plus 892, 20 to win 170 something and change.
Not hey, no cap. I feel like TJ Hawkinson is just a great football player. From the way he looked good with Jared Goff at quarterback with the Lions, and then the way he could kind of just get into this Vikings offense and kind of flourish and understand the offense so well. Dude is dangerous.
Yeah, and he seems to already be one of Kirk's favorite targets. He gets up to like 7, 8 targets a game. So Kirk has trust in him. You can see why he made it. I mean, it was an easy catch, but he made the catch to score some points. He's a great number 2 or 3 behind Justin Jefferson, or he might be ahead of Adam Thielen, or he might be right behind Thielen, but it's neck and neck for that 2 and 3 spot.
But they say Thielen is the motherfucking greatest teammate of all time at this point. Motherfucking like the way he could just people just come in here and he just kind of just helps nurture them and get them straight to like run this pace is amazing.
And he spit out the turkey leg on national television because it was dry. He kept it real.
Oh
He said,
no.
"Hold on, it's hard to talk. The turkey's dry." And then he tried to go spit it out off camera, but the cameraman dummy was zoomed out, thinking that like, there was a reason to follow him, but you see him clearly spitting it out. Made for a great Thanksgiving night little post interview.
That's actually funny as fuck.
Oh
But
shit! Was did we talk? What game you want to really talk first? I mean, did we just talk Vikings
let's
Patriots?
talk. Nah, there was a lot that went down in this fucking game. This game was great.
Captain Kirk, he did a late game. He did it again.
So yeah, this is me saying all game. I'm like, I'm in this bitch because man, fuck Paul. Like fuck Paul. I literally said, yo, there's the
I knew
Vikings
this
just
was
got their
coming.
ass fucking whooped. They're not going down like this again. But you reminded me of prime time Kirk in the primest of prime times. I was like, God damn it. But nah, man, what's it called? They teams, first off, there was no pass defense in this game. There was a lot of good there was a lot of good stops on third down. Don't make it seem like they were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted all game. But nah, CK, Captain Kirk looked great out there. He hit all his receivers, every single person possible from Jay Jettis to Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen scored. Motherfucking Hawkinson scored. He was hitting KJ Osborne in the flats. Like everybody got the motherfucking balls, whoever's open. So I like to see the vision. But This fucking Patriots team looked great. McCorkle. Oh yeah, fun fact. I just found out Matt Jones's real name was McCorkle today, so that's the only thing I'm calling him
Michael
on this podcast.
Jones.
But what was McCorkle's numbers looking like?
Shit, it was really a shootout, but 382, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He gave it to Devontae Parker 4 for 80. Ramon Stevenson, the running back, 9 for 76. Nelson Aguilar caught a touchdown. Hunter Henry had caught a touchdown, and they kind of hold him on his other touchdown.
No cap. That could have went either way. How do you feel about that?
That was a touchdown. What the rule is, as long as the ball is crossed the plane, the play's dead right there, touchdown. It doesn't matter if he hits the ground and it falls, whatever. It's like he had possession, ball cross plane, play dead, touchdown.
I was like, yo, that's low-key a touchdown just off the fact that, like, if I was a quarterback and I crossed the plane and then the ball, and I stretched my arm out and the ball came out after, like, I stretched my arm out, it's still a touchdown. So I was like, why is this not a touchdown? And it's, even though he fell, it never touched the floor.
Never. It's not like he had, like, crazy. And the play's dead. Like, the play dies the moment that ball crosses that not even crosses, touches that white line. Oh, touchdown. Like, there's nothing else matters.
And the ref closest to the ball said touchdown. Like, it wasn't even a question.
There was that. There was like a big hit on the Mac Jones that people thought should have been roughing the passer. And people were like, everyone swears the refs love the Patriots, but what the fuck was going on?
Yeah, what's it called? And they said Bill was livid about that touchdown. But in the hindsight, this was a great fucking game. Like, if the Vikings can continue to just keep the pedal on the foot on the gas and just keep just scoring, even though their pass defense has been laying up a lot of shits, even though they do have a talented defense, like they got, like, I swear, the second coming to Patrick Peterson, because Patrick Peterson's been balling this season, but they just had to tighten up. But if they can keep their offense on point and scoring in high affairs, this team is going to look crazy nice in the playoffs, and they deserve their record.
And I will say they have faced adversity this year. Like, this is a game. They're down by a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Kirk usually doesn't make this, especially not in primetime, he doesn't make this comeback. But he's doing it this year, and they keep finding ways to win, and they keep doing it even on primetime apparently. So I can't keep holding the past years against this team because they're 9-2 at this point.
Yeah, damn you. Over here fucking up my motherfucker. I could have went 3-0 yesterday.
We were looking good because but they just came back on the ass. Like, Patriots defense let up in the fourth.
The Patriots defense was tripping, no cap. But, like, this is the best the offense has played all season, in my opinion. Just off the face that, like, I was watching this, like, thinking, like, oh, this is low key the Patriots team that's gonna win. I didn't expect them to come in this tough.
I will say they have the Vikings have the second worst pass defense right now, and they've had bottom 5 all year. So it's not like it's been one bad game. So y'all let Mac Jones throw 380 on y'all ass. There's some heavy hitting quarterbacks there in this league.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts might throw for 30-something on the ass.
Hey, Tua, Tyreek, and Waddle might go for record numbers on their ass if they ever see him. I know it won't be the playoffs or anything.
Tua might throw 500 on them boys.
Let's see. We do had the first game of the one that kicked off everything. The Bills winning a fucking heater, a shootout back and forth. Defense is making plays on both sides also. Winning 28-25 in Detroit. Ooh, crazy celebration. They hit the field goal to take the lead.
This game hurt to watch as a DeAndre Swift owner. He got 10 points, which is good. I can't ask nothing more of him. He is technically the backup now since Jamal Williams is leading the league in touchdowns and shit. But, bro, when I tell you they tried everything in their power to give him the ball in the red zone, like at the goal line, I'm talking about from running plays to passes. Like, they went to the goal line 3 times, and he got 5 targets / carries in the motherfucking red zone. Couldn't convert on any of them. And I'm like, that's crazy.
He scored one that got called back from the red zone. I remembered that because I was
that's the one that hurt too. When he had a knee down, I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, I was like, damn, because I started him in one FanDuel lineup, and I was like, I knew I should have. He's about to have a good day. Then they took all his points away. I was like, damn.
We really could have scored 3 touchdowns this game. Like, They really were trying to give him the ball at the goal line. It just wasn't going through. But this is what happens though. They still converted on these drives. Jared Goff was looking like a dude.
Hey, that big trade. I mean, the Rams won the Super Bowl, so it was definitely worked in their favor. But now Detroit has like a top 10 pick because the Rams are terrible. They had their future of the Rams, and Sean McVay might retire. Aaron Donald might be like they're talking about breaking up the band over there after this year. Like, and they have their future draft picks too, plus dogs already out there. Like they're building, all right, and they're not just building. They almost won. They almost made it 4 in a row, and they almost knocked off another heavy hitter. Like they're legit.
Yeah. If they make it to the playoffs, they could actually win the game.
And Amon St. Brown, 122 yards, a touchdown, 10 targets, 9 catches. Like, I mean, he's catching everything you throw his way. One person showed a statistic, Gabe Davis. So, he has over 20% of drops this year. Like some crazy, like I was like, oh shit, I didn't know. Like, I remember he had that crazy game in the playoffs and people thought he was going to excel. Hey, I'm not saying he's doing bad, but he had like 1 or 2 really good games this year, and like Isaiah McKenzie was doing work this game. With Diggs does Diggs, but I just haven't feel like Gabe Davis has really came into. And then when I found out he has 20% of drops, I was like, damn, he might be like Amari Cooper or Mike Evans. Like, he got to get his hands right.
What do you mean 20% of drop? Like 20% of his targets he's dropped?
Yeah, like balls that hit his hands, 20% drop. So like, they'll have a catchable rate, and then like it's usually anything above like 15, like 15% is bad, and anything above that is like really bad. Because Amari Cooper and Mike Evans both had high drop rates coming into the league and kind of kept it. I mean, Mike Evans kind of cleaned it up, but Cooper's always had that 15% drop rate. So, but Josh Allen, another interception. He kind of and it was in the red zone too, where it seems to be kind of a trend. I think he has 3 this year or 4 this year. They said in the red zone. Motherfucker make mistakes. He almost lost to the Lions.
They did almost do to the Lions. These are facts. But this Lions team's looking scrappy, and the Bills are just showing that they can't hold anything back. Everybody's gonna come play them their best, from the Jets to the Vikings to the motherfucking Lions. Like, everybody's gonna come through and try to really put that thing on them. So I feel like they really have to tighten up little parts, because like a lot of these, because this game was a way higher scoring affair than I expected for sure. So I think that's one thing. And then kind of got to just stay consistent. Like, if you're scoring, even though this game was pretty much close the whole time, but you got to stay consistent the whole game when it comes to the Bills, because there was a point they really almost blew it.
Yeah, and we'll see coming into these next few weeks, because I believe the Bills. Someone did point out the Bills last year this time were 6-5. Now they're 8-3 this year. Everyone chill out. And I was like, oh, that's a good point. Like, they did go on that run last year, so
we'll see. We'll see how this shit goes. They just got to tighten this shit up, but they're still the best team in the AFC, in my opinion. I'm lying. Chiefs is out there.
Oh, watch them out,
I guess the niggas that bust their ass, the Dolphins.
Okay.
My bad.
And then our last recap. This is the most watched regular season game in NFL history with 43 million viewers. The Cowboys beating the Giants 28-20.
Really? This is the most watched game? That's crazy.
Yeah, they broke the record. It's like 43 or 44 million. It was insane. I was like, dang, that's a big ass number. That's like Super Bowl does like 100 million. I was like, it's half a Super Bowl almost. Like, just for
that's actually crazy. 48 million people watch this game.
Yeah,
and that's just 48 million TVs that were turned on. Because you have to imagine how many people watch the game in groups.
Yeah, like I mean, how many actual eyeballs are witnessing this game?
That's crazy. But yeah, this was
all while the World Cup was going on, I think, too.
That's crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this game was pretty close. Like, a lot of it was close for the most part. I feel like they kind of scored that last touchdown, and it was kind of not garbage time. It was like a prayer. But for the most part, they kept it up with these boys most of the time. But Danny Dimes just ain't have it for real.
Yeah, I mean the Cowboys are losing 13-7 at halftime. Again, this is Dak lost to the Packers, and then why Dak throws early interceptions. I feel like Dak just likes that the fucking just he likes the adrenaline rush of playing from behind or some shit. I don't know because he be throwing some early ass picks that we send him in the hole. Uh, and at least they didn't abandon the run game. Both the backs had like 16, 18 carries, and Ezekiel Elliott had like 90 yards and a touchdown. So he was eating. Uh, Barkley, back to back games, I felt like he was kind of did nothing. Like
I was
11
about to say
carries,
who?
39 yards.
I was about to say who? I definitely did not see, bro. Like I didn't even know he scored until I just seen the stats. Like ever since
Parsons,
like where they gave him 33 rushes, like he hasn't done anything since then.
Parsons got 2 sacks, 2 tackles for losses. And the funny thing is, he didn't move his side at all. He stayed on Andrew Thomas the whole game. And he went on Twitter and was like, y'all said he was the best. I made sure not to switch sides this time. I was like, oh, shit.
That's dangerous. Now Michael Parsons is a dude. I mean, this Cowboy team looks great right now. They're rolling. The Giants don't look terrible, and they played better this game than they did the first game with Cooper Rush. So like, this game just showed me that the NFC East is just going to be a problem in the playoffs, and like, there's a good chance that one of these three teams is going to be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl.
With the Cowboys, we called them this last year. They're highlight teams. Like when things are rolling, they're hitting the big passes. They look great, but when they can't get the big passes going and they got to do the fundamentals the whole game, they usually don't look good. And I just hope like this year because this NFC is wide open. NFC as a whole is open for anybody to take it this year, and they cannot be the same team that shows up one Sunday, puts up 40, and shows up another Sunday, puts up 3. That shit don't cut it in the playoffs. So like if they're thinking about playoffs and Jerry Jones openly said, yeah, we're gonna make a run this year. After this game, he was like he's calling his shot for the Super Bowl type shit. I was like, y'all better be consistent all year because that's y'all's biggest problem. Some games y'all show up and look downright flat. Like Dak throws like puts up 100 yards. Zeke can't do shit. The defense is getting cooked. The Giants, they just have to keep winning. They're 7-4 right now. So if y'all can just keep finding winnable games, y'all can sneak into the playoffs too. I mean, NFC's open.
Nah, but this division, like the Commanders, low key still have a chance.
Yeah, I don't even know what the picture is right now, but I'm pretty sure they're right outside the window of the playoffs of the wild card for the Commanders. Crazy. All right. Well, that was Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody out there and everyone listening. But we got to get into the Sunday and Monday games. Let's start with the Buccaneers going to Cleveland to play the Browns. The Bucs are favored at -3.5. Browns are a home dog. How do you feel about this game here?
I mean, it looks like Brady and the boys got it figured out. They kind of got everything figured out. They just came off a bye, so they've been rest. They got a good week to rest, enjoy Thanksgiving with their families. So, like, you would want to take this Tampa Bay.
Not Brady.
That was fucked up. But you want to take Tampa in this game because you know that you should feel like, okay, these dudes are back. They want to figure it out and shit. But I need the Browns to beat their motherfucking ass.
Oh yeah, you coming for first place.
We want first place back. That shit felt good. I liked first place. It felt nice.
It feels good when you look it down at people, right?
It felt good. I wanted it. I tasted it. Now I can't leave without it. So like this division is really close, man. So I need Nick Chubb to really show out. I need Denzel Ward to put Chris Godwin, maybe not Chris Godwin, he's on my fantasy team, but everybody else in the motherfucking ice box. Yeah, I need them boys in ice boxes, man. And I need the Browns because this is also Jacoby Brissett's last game until Deshaun Watson comes back. So I need them boys to come out, leaving on their shield, leave with a sword and show like, yo, bro, man, we're still a team and we're gonna ball when this nigga comes too.
All right, yeah, no, fuck it. I'm mad that I thought you were gonna go to Bucs here because the Browns got beat by the Bills and got destroyed by us and back. But Bills and us are a way better passing team than this Bucs team has been all year. And the running defense isn't as good as it's been in past years. And Nick Chubb, as long as the Browns give Nick Chubb like 25 fucking, as long as they use him correctly, I think they're gonna win this game. And I'm taking the Browns as a home dog, and not just that, but Jacoby Brissett. This might be like his Jimmy G game, where he's like, "Hey, you're about to go get this other guy to start over me, but just remember what you got back here. You still got a stallion."
This is the boy's chance to leave on his shield. He could leave because they made him, or he could leave on his shield.
Yeah. So, and Leonard Fournette will be out, but Ricard White's been arguably the better running back of the two anyway. So it's not like they're really missing him on the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Next game, divisional game, not divisional, my bad, but conference game. Bengals are going to Tennessee to play the Titans. Titans are a home dog favorited. The Cincinnati's favored by 2.5. No big injuries to make note of. Oh, Joe Mixon will be out, actually. That's big injury, concussion. How do we see this game going?
just slid that in there.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, they do have a star running back that will not be playing.
So this game's gonna be, the Bengals are rolling right now. They just came off of beating not the Saints, the Rams. No, they beat the Steelers, and that's one of their big problems.
36-7 on it.
This comes down to the Titans. What's the Titans' pass defense ranked right now?
Atrocious. Right now it's like a bottom 5, bottom 2, like bottom 3 pass defense. They let up 287 yards per game.
Damn.
Great rush defense. Only 80-something yards per game. Top 2, top 1 rush defense. So
they wasn't gonna run it in the first place.
Yeah, this is just.
God, I just motherfucking put that boy
P. Ryan. Stop P. Ryan. Good job.
And I'll just put that boy P. Ryan in my starting lineup for fantasy because I need somebody to start it.
He's more of a receiving back too. I mean, he caught 3 touchdowns last week, so he can still get shifty on the receiving side.
Yeah, but that's what this game's gonna be, a motherfucking air raid. Like the Titans need to fucking run it down their throat with Derrick Henry. But this is going to be one of those Ryan Tannehill games. Can Ryan Tannehill make the throws? Can he get Treylon Burks open? We didn't look too bad last week, but motherfucking, I don't know. I came in the mindset picking the Titans. I felt like the Titans were the lesser of two evils, but knowing that the Bengals are going to run all over them, I just don't know if this pass rush is going to stop them. What you think?
Mike Vrabel as a home underdog is like fucking 5-0 or some shit. All right, Mike Vrabel, when he knows that he's at home and they think the better, and people are picking against them, they fucking win. And we're inching closer and closer to Derek Simber. So, Derrick Henry's legs are only getting warm. Bengals have a middle of the pack rush defense, not bad, not great, but I just think Derrick Henry. I think Tannehill also doesn't get the same respect. Like Eli Apple is the Bengals' number 1 wide receiver corner right now, and Tannehill was throwing on the Chiefs it was not last week, but he was throwing last week. Put up 300 yards to beat the Packers against a top 3 pass defense.
Yeah, he did do that thing last week.
So I think them as a home dog. That's where I like to take the Titans as an underdog at home. That's where Mike Vrabel and these boys flourish, especially the Bengals seem like a team that can shoot themselves in the leg. You can't do that with teams that will run the ball down your throat and control the time of possession.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I appreciate, because it's tight. I didn't know how to justify my Titans pick, but I definitely got the Titans. Whew.
All right, we're going back-to-back dogs, Kev.
Nice.
Back-to-back home dogs, too.
Nice. I'm probably going to pick the Titans as my dog of the week, too. Depends on how I feel later.
Next game is going to be a quick flyby, but Dolphins at home laying 14 points against the Texans, who are 1-8-1, and the Texans will be starting Kyle Allen and benching Davis Mills for this game. I'm going to be at this game. Totally be there in person. I'm gonna be watching this ass whooping. If the Miami Dolphins defense is streaming on your waivers, go get them, because I think Bradley Chubb forces a fumble recoveries, touchdown type shit. This defense is gonna be flying. Tyreek's gonna be flying. I'm gonna be flying high. It's gonna be a good time.
I was about to say that. I think the most memorable part of this game is just watching this game, knowing that you somewhere in the crowd drunk as hell. It's gonna be a good game. Enjoy the fucking sun, dog. I hope it's not cold out there, and I hope it don't rain, man. Enjoy, because this is gonna be a slaughter.
Hmm. Got these tickets early. I was like, I gotta go to a game where I know we're. Oh, and Derek Stingley will be out for like the best their best player on defense. Derek Stingley will be out for the Texans also.
Who is a rookie and then following this season?
So yeah, I mean, late of 14 because I'll be there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, I would have gave you 30.
We got another game right here. Jets at home taking on the Chicago Bears, where Justin Fields is iffy to play. He's questionable. He does have like his shoulder. He has the same injury Baker had in his non-throwing arm. So those are the type of things. Sometimes you gotta sit. We'll see. He was doing half practices all week type shit. So we'll see. He's game time decision. Jets. They said fuck their quarterback, benched his ass, and we were gonna see Mike White. If y'all remember, Mike White came out through 6 touchdowns or some shit last year in his first game. And he shocked the world. He had all of his call. It was Big Dick Mike White or some shit. And then next game he shit the bed, and that shit was no longer the thing. But he got it in him. The dog is in him.
What happened to Joe Flacco? Niggas was fucking with Joe?
I don't know. I think Mike's a little younger, so they're just like, I think Mike's like still younger, so they're like fuck it. Like, if he works out, we got a young quarterback we can keep. Joe Flacco, like he's just a rental.
That's crazy. It's cool that he's mentoring the boys. I remember you seen that meme last year when he was talking to them three. It was like, I wonder what they were saying. And I want to say Zach Wilson replied, "Bro, so we was playing in the Super Bowl, and next thing you know, the lights go out."
That was a crazy Super Bowl. Flacco, I mean, I maybe we want to be. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike White starts the game, doesn't do much, and Salah's like, "Fuck it, we need to win games right now." And Joe Flacco can win games right now because they are in the picture for playoffs.
We'll see, man. I think I'm taking the Jets on this one. I feel like that defense with a healthy Justin Fields, and I feel like they're gonna adjust and not let him run that bitch 18 times for 85 yards and a touchdown like we did last week. So if they can't use him as a running back heavy dude like Josh Allen, I really don't see them looking too good against these corners like with Sauce Gardner over there at corner.
I'm gonna take the Bears, and it's only because I'm hoping Fields is playing, and I'm still trusting because this man has been able, like even last week he had not a good rushing week, but he's still 18 for 85 yards. Like as a running back, we'll say that's pretty good. Like he still gets it done, and I think maybe the Bears defense, because they still have like a top 10 pass defense. Like we don't know what we're getting out of Mike White. You might look bad too. And so I'm just going with another dog here. And I just can't, I talk too much shit on the Jets to pick them.
That's crazy. So you picking 3 straight dogs?
3, the Dolphins. So 3 dogs and one favorite, super favorite. We have the Washington Commanders 6-5 at home hosting the Dirty Bird Falcons, where Washington's favored by 4 points with Heineke. We fuck with Heineke, so you might have to kill your homeboy, Kev, but tell me how you feel about this game.
Hey man, I got love for everybody. But on Sunday, you just one of the nameless great faces we trying to pummel. Word to my dog Mike Tomlin. So I think this is gonna be, so people forget, and they're not Falcons fans, that we played this team last year and we lost in a close game. So I don't know if them boys remember that, but I know Artie Smith do. I know my boy Artie Smith don't forget. We love the way Artie Smith coaches, and we get like 4.5 points in this bullshit. So motherfucking, I think this comes down to, I think our secondary isn't phenomenal, but we can stop the crazy shit. So can we keep Scary Terry in the box? No. But can we try? Can we look?
Oh shit at him.
Yeah, can we throw box? Can we sticks? If we can't put him in a box, can we at least throw stones at his ass while he's trying to do this? So you feel me? That's the kind of energy we gotta come through. So if our defense can hold up and not allow 30 points, it'll be nice. And then Chase Young is coming back. Chase Young is coming back this game, they say. So motherfucking, Well, hopefully he's slower or something like that. So we catching him on one of his off days. He's not like a
Gets
TJ Watt.
lacking.
He's not a TJ Watt type of motherfucker. But it's come down to Marcus Mariota again. Like, can you make these throws? Can we get the running game going? And can you not make mistakes so we're not giving good field position up and throwing and just taking momentum away from us at crucial points in the game. If we can do that, I really like us to bust their fucking ass. But it's gonna be a good game.
So I'm gonna lean more towards the angle of Ron Rivera. He's played these Falcons twice a year, and he actually has a really good record against the NFC South teams in the division. He has a shitty record against other teams, but within the division, I think he has a winning record against all teams. So even though it is Arthur Smith, he did play him last year, so he did get to see the new system at least once.
Different. Arthur Smith used to be the coach for the Redskins. You forget, like his daddy bought the field.
That is true. There is connections all over this game right here. But
he's pulling up.
As a Heineke fan going into last season, I was telling people to rock with this dude, and then this year I kind of strayed away, kind of same with Kurt, kind of strayed away from Kurt, and Kurt keeps cooking me. I'm gonna have to lean with Heineke one of these weeks, and I think this will be the week because the Falcons do have a beatable secondary, and Washington does have a low-key really good run defense, and that's what the Falcons do. The Falcons do have the highest graded right guard in the game, or Lindstorm. Like, he's nice. I think he's Lindstorm. I can't remember his name completely, but y'all right guard. That boy is nasty, and he's like number 2 highest graded player in the NFL all throughout the whole season right now, only behind Trent Williams. So y'all find yourself a dude.
You drafted that boy with McGarry. That nigga got hurt his first year, but he did not do that for Matt Ryan.
No, but hey, the guard's usually more of a run person. So, like, especially since y'all switched to a run system, he's shining.
Okay.
So I'm going commies to make sure everyone knows. All right, next game, we had the Panthers at home underdog, only by 1 point against the Broncos, where Sam Darnold will be the starter, I believe.
Yeah, that's a bad, ugly game that I feel like the fact that nobody's going to watch this game is what's going to take away from the game on the Giants and Cowboys game, getting 48 million views is going to what makes up for it because nobody's watching this game. This game's going to suck. But I'm going to take the Broncos just because I like the Broncos defense way more than I like against Sam Darnold versus a struggling rest against any defense. But like they figured out, they put a drive or two together every game, and that's kind of how they score. But I do not like Sam Darnold against his Bronco defense, especially after Patrick Surtain did the way he did for that motherfucking Devontae Adams touchdown last week. He's not going for that shit. I'll tell you right now, he ain't going for it.
Yeah, but I'm going with the home dog here and the Panthers only because even with Sam, people are thinking Sam Darnold's coming in. Oh, they're gonna start throwing the ball. They're gonna unleash it. I think it's gonna be 30, 40 carries to this running back, Foreman and Blackshmere. I can't remember the other running back they had, the rookie Chuba Hubbard getting like 10 carries. Same way they beat the Bucks, same way they beat y'all, same way they beat in every team that they beat in is just running the ball. And the Broncos, they're sustainable to the run game. And I just think this is going to be a game where everyone's looking at it like Broncos against the Panthers. Like, even though the Broncos suck, they're still way better than the Panthers.
I would say they're way better. I think they're very equal. And
the Panthers all 3 wins have came at home. So this is another home game. I'm gonna rock with them at home here. Broncos are 1-4 on away games right now.
This was a good game to split. If I wasn't for my hate for the Panthers, you might have got me to switch, but I hate the Knicks.
Next game, Jaguars are at home hosting the Ravens, where the Ravens are laying 3.5 points. Jaguars are home dogs here. Man, if Lamar can if the Ravens are another team similar to the Cowboys, like when they look good, they look like a top 5 team. But when they look bad and they struggle, it really makes you sit there and like, damn, like where do they excel? Because they don't really have receivers. They excel on the defensive end, but the defense has found ways to get cooked all year. So it's like, where's your bread and butter at right now if Lamar's not working? So I'm just hoping Lamar gets his bag, and I'm hoping this is a beatable defense here in the Jaguars to put on tape.
Not for real, but like this is the fact. That was a great fact. Like, what are the Ravens gonna do? I don't think the Ravens gonna look great in this game. I think they're gonna score maybe 18 to 23 points, but I don't see like a great game coming from Lamar and the boys. And I really want to see what the fuck they got going on. And I think the quietly the Ravens defense has been coming through and really been doing big things. They only gave up 3 points last week. The week before, I don't know what they did the week before, but this Ravens team is low key being more and more solid. So like, it's gonna be the Ravens got this, but I just don't think they're gonna look great in this. I think Lamar might have 200 and maybe get some big carries, but like, they're not gonna look phenomenal. And I'm the biggest Lamar motherfucker around, but like, I really just don't know what the fuck the Ravens got going on.
Yeah, no, we're gonna share a pick here. I'm taking the Ravens. I kind of agree. I wouldn't be shocked if the Jags are winning in the fourth quarter and then like, but only by like, it's like 13-14 and like, or some shit. And then also the Ravens score the fourth quarter touchdown, they're up and they win 2014.
But I know Charles ass just turned the motherfucking podcast off. If he was tuning in right now.
Man, like they're another team, even at 7-3. There's too many holes right now for me to really I want to bet on that team to make a run. Next game, speaking of two teams that people were high on, but now they're two teams no one really wants to bet on. Chargers are gonna play the Cardinals, where the Cardinals are home underdogs. Kyler will be playing, so but the Cardinals are 3-point underdogs at home.
One thing about the Cardinals, oh my gosh, I forgot Dalton Schultz jumped over, dude. We forgot to bring up how bad he hurt.
Yeah, he did.
That was tough. And then the announcer, the commentator was saying that they like, if I were to do that, I would have got put on my neck because my 28-inch vertical would have been looking real suspect.
Nah, fact.
But back to this game though. The Chargers looked fucking great against the Chiefs last week. And you know, I'm a Chargers fan on the low. Like, you know, I fuck with Jay Herbo and everything they got going on. They even like their color scheme. But I don't understand why they look so bad against everybody else. But the team, last week was their first week of having a healthier team. I don't know if Keenan Allen's gonna be good to go this week.
Keenan Allen will be good to go, but Mike Williams is gonna be out with his ankle injury that he got last game.
So we'll see how they play. We'll see how they play. But I take the Chargers in this one. I think the Chargers. I like the Cardinals on the road. I'm not a big at home Cardinals fan, and Hard Knocks got them boys looking crazy right now. I just watched episode 1 and I was like, sheesh, them boys need to win bad, but this isn't where it's coming from. I think this makes good TV.
Yeah, and so same Cardinals 1-5 at home. So yeah, you don't want to bet them at home. And Chargers are 3-2 on away games, and there is a better away team because at home there is not a home game. They always lose at home. They always find ways to win on away. So for that, I'll take the Chargers too. I do want to pay attention to body language of the receivers and it's how people are responding to Kyler in the game. Like just not like the throws, the shit that he's doing. I just want to watch all that.
So it's official that Kyler's playing for sure?
Yeah, it's for sure he'll be back. His hamstring injury, aka Warzone 2 dropping over that week, is now cleared up. Next game, we have the Seahawks.
Warzone 2 really did just drop, did it?
Yeah, it dropped that name right before that game.
That's funny as fuck. Like, oh man, that's crazy. Hey, the football guys say shit.
It don't look good. All right, we got another 4 or 5 game. Seahawks are at home. I think they're coming off a bye, or I don't believe they played last week yet. And they're playing the Raiders, who are coming off an overtime win against the Broncos. Seahawks are 4-point favorites at home. I mean, Pete Carroll, he had those boys right before the season started, and then he had a whole extra week to readjust some shit that he didn't like and fine-tune some things, and now it's the first game back against a very beatable Raiders team who just came off an overtime game, big happy win, like everyone's celebrating. Derek Carr's not crying at the pressers anymore. Like
ruthless.
Hey, I really like the Seahawks here. Like if this game would have been set up because there's a 4-point favorite. If this game was 2 weeks ago before Raiders got the win and the Seahawks lost to the Bucks but barely, the Seahawks would be favored about like 7 or 8 points right here. Like it would be like, yeah, this is gonna be an ass whooping. Like let's not forget what these teams have shown us throughout the course of this year.
No, that's facts. That's actually facts. So I look at this. The Raiders looked good last week. They got their dub. It was nice for them. Devontae Adams is going to eat in this game, but they have a three-headed monster.
Tyreek Woolen, big ass.
Yeah, they have three monsters they got to deal with over there. They got to deal with Tyreek Woolen on defense, motherfucking Kenneth Walker, who's been balling, and both the receivers. So, like, Geno Smith.
Obviously, Geno not even a mention.
And then Geno Smith has been looking like motherfucking. I feel like they should call like Fossil of the Year. I feel like I should have like some OG award, like some old motherfucker that's.
He's up there for comeback player of the year right now. He wasn't injured. He was just benched.
That's crazy. That's crazy because I was thinking like low key he deserves comeback player of the year. I don't see nobody else doing.
Saquon, I think Saquon's running away with it though.
Didn't he already get one though? Oh no, that's somebody else.
Yeah, I believe he was Saquon. I mean, that's a different con. But yeah, no, Geno's up there for like comeback player of the year.
That's funny as fuck, but that's how it's coming. Like this team's been looking great. Pete Carroll's been keeping them motivated. It looks like the whole team's buying in, and they freed up cap space. They're only gonna get more and more money.
And they're young too. Like they might have to pay DK. No, they already paid DK, but they already paid Lockett. Walker's on a rookie year for the next 3 years. Woolen's going to be rookie year for the next 3 years. They have Kobe Bryant from the other corner out of Cincinnati that was on the play with Sauce. Like he's kind of low key getting better as the year progresses too. And he's going to be on a rookie year. Like they got 2 starting rookie corners right now that have been getting better as the year progresses.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, and like all of them are going to be on rookie contracts. Like they can really do something. Next game. Oh, you're taking the Seahawks, right?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out their whole coaching staff. They really came through and meshed well with these young cats.
It only looks better that Russ isn't doing anything. It's kind of like, damn, they're geniuses. Like biggest spread on the week. The Chiefs are laying 15.5 points to the Rams, who will be starting. Bryce Perkins, Walford will be out, and Stafford concussion protocol will be out, and of course Cooper Kupp on IR. And Allen Robinson is questionable to play this week as well. So all that's going, and the Chiefs coming off a win against against who they just beat? The Chiefs, not Chiefs, the Chargers. This is at Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Chiefs here. So how do you? I mean, I'm going Chiefs all the way. I mean, I think they're gonna blow this team out the water. Like, Bryce Perkins did not look good last week.
I understand that one day I'm gonna be in the Chiefs Stadium, and they're gonna be in this bitch. And the home of the Chiefs. Yeah, bro. This team is about to come in lit as fuck. The crowd is about to be rocking. Like, oh my gosh. I really will take the 15 points in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. This game is not, because it's funny as fuck to sit down and think like, yo, the returning Super Bowl champions are 15-point underdog. It is insane to think of at the beginning of the season, but these are facts. This team low-key just might need to blow it up. And this Chiefs team is about to eat. Travis Kelce is gonna eat. I want to see him pass the ball out to people like Sky Moore, who's low-key free agent on my fantasy, which is a good reason for it.
Rookie. I mean, he's still a rookie, but I think Juju's back, but Kadarius Toney's out.
He got 6 targets last week.
With Sky Moore?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just don't see how anyone could talk me into taking the Rams 15 points. Like, I could see, like, okay, that's a lot of points, but it's like the Chiefs are a team that's on average going to put up 28 points. And the Rams, right after Stafford went down, all they could have mustered is 2 field goals against a very beatable Saints defense. Like, this Chiefs defense, I don't think is going to be beatable. Chandler Jones up, not Chandler, Chris Jones has been eating. The rookie Kalafagis has been eating at the other end. This Rams O line has looked terrible, and Perkins, like he's just young and he's not used to the right. Like you see when the quarterback gets back there and doesn't he takes that sack immediately. Like he just gives up on the play. Like it's not gonna look good, I don't think. And I don't think it helps. Also, I just thought about this right now on air. Like Sean McVay was on podcast saying like, yeah, once the band breaks up, once Stafford, Cup, Donald, and Ramsey, or like once they're not here, I'm gone too. Like that's gonna be it. How do the
That's
other
crazy.
people? How did the like this was before like things started going south? But now that things are going south, how do the other people in the locker room feel? Because now Cup isn't there, Stafford's not going to be there. Like those other guys, like how are they going to step up when they know that their head coach is like don't like is done with the rest of the team once these other guys are gone? Like I don't know. I just feel like that doesn't help the locker room.
Not even slightly.
Yeah, so go heavy on the Chiefs here. Last 4:00 game, just one of the third biggest spread of the week. 49ers are 9.5-point favorites against this Saints team who are coming off a win against the Rams, where I mean Jimmy G did just put up 4 touchdowns in Mexico on the Cardinals. So this 9.5 points probably is reasonable. So Saints going back to back, or is Andy Dalton and the Saints going back to back, or Jimmy G and the 49ers going back to back?
So the 49ers definitely playing the NFC South well. I want to say we beat their ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Bucks and Panthers have played them yet. So it's gonna be one of those games. It looks crazy, but the Saints just won, but they beat the Rams. Like we were just talking about how we don't see this team is also a 15-point.
And they were losing when Stafford was in.
Yeah, you feel me? So like, I'm not respecting the Saints coming off a win like a lot do. I feel like Chris Olave and Andy Dalton, they can make something shake. They've been looking consistent this season, but nah, you're taking the motherfucking
49ers here.
gotta take the 49ers, especially after Jimmy G throwing 4. I don't think he'll throw another 4 again, but like his offense is just meshing very well, and then understand that this entire NFC is wide the fuck open right now. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, no, I usually do not want to ride the Jimmy G 49ers train back. Especially after they did a big ass whooping because they always come back down to earth. But I mean, he's at home now. Like usually when he goes on away games, he struggles. But in San Francisco, the 49ers typically cook. And the Saints team, Andy Dalton, like Kamara's not going to get going against that best run defense in the NFL. And then now you got to lean on Andy Dalton. And I know you got Olave, who's probably going to win Rookie of the Year offensive. And Jarvis Landry came back. But other than that, no run game for the Saints team. It was not looking good. So, yeah, I'm taking the 49ers heavy here.
Yeah, definitely. And Kyle,
Sunday,
he knows how to coach against these Saints teams.
oh, yeah, especially against bad teams. He knows how to make sure if they win. Sunday Night Football. Eagles are at home hosting the Green Bay Packers, where the Eagles are 6.5-point favorites here. Hey, this might be the biggest. I don't know how big. I think this might be the biggest. Oh no, because the Chiefs are a big underdog for him. So yeah, no, this is probably his second biggest spread on prime time ever as an underdog for Aaron Rodgers. How do you feel? I mean, the Eagles struggled against the Colts. The Eagles lost to the Commies. The Packers, though, have looked dead, and we've been saying they look dead every week. I mean, we try to pick them, and then afterwards, you always say, yeah, they're dead. It's a cycle.
So I would be talking about how nice the Packers pass defense is, but after seeing what Ryan Tannehill did to them last week, can Jalen Hurts, because we've been screaming that the Titans are an AJ Brown away from being the really big dog Super Bowl contenders. Can Jalen Hurts with AJ Brown motherfucking do something? Can Jair? Because you got to worry about, and then you also have to worry about Jalen's legs, because you've seen how he hit the game. He got the game sealing touchdown last week. So this Eagles 6.5 is a very fair thing, but like, what the fuck are the Packers going to do in this game? Because like their defense could show up, and their offense is just against that pass rush and those.
And Sewell is going to have a full week of practice and learning the playbook now.
And you got the three-headed monsters back there in the secondary. So it's just like, what the fuck are the Packers? What is the Packers' route to win?
See, if the Eagles would have not get that last-minute touchdown to win the game against the Colts, we might be sitting here thinking about, like, what the fuck are the Eagles? Because they were red hot, and now they're coming off of back-to-back losses against, like, teams. But they got the win. So now, like, I want to be like, yeah, the Eagles 6.5. They should beat this Packers team's been piss poor all year. There's just something about, I'm not taking the Packers, but I might be circling this one for the best bets because 6.5 primetime Aaron Rodgers. I think, especially with the way the Eagles have been playing, they haven't been smelling themselves too much. But I'm taking the Eagles on the money line here for sure. Like, I think the Eagles, they're just the better team right now, even though they've been struggling.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. I don't know how this game snuck onto the fucking Monday night slate. Colts are at home hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers, where the Colts are 2.5-point favorites at home. I mean, this has both been like piss poor. I mean, Steelers put up 30 last week, and Matt Ryan almost beat the Eagles, and Matt Ryan won the game before that. So I don't know how to really look at this game right now, but I don't like it. I think it's an ugly ass game for primetime football.
This is the Pat McAfee game. They said Pat McAfee gonna be all game. So, I mean, the Eagles, the Steelers lost last week, but they looked pretty damn good while doing it. I felt like the defense made a lot of fucking plays, and they put up 30 points.
I don't know. It's both defenses. To me, it's like TJ Watt will get to Matt Ryan. That will happen. Maybe Matt Ryan throws an interception or fumbles. Who knows? But the Colts are still like the third best pass defense, and they still begin takeaway. The Colts defense is the only reason why they were in the game against the Eagles all game.
Facts. Damn, this is a tough one. And the Steelers burnt me last week.
The Steelers did, but I think I don't know if I talked you into it. I don't know if you were leaning Bengals. I talked you into the Steelers. I did bring up the Fitzpatrick's birthday.
That's exactly. See, look, yeah, you'll have to be leaning me into some bad picks.
I had steering you the wrong way
because I remember looking up and I looked up and there was a play where Mika got the freak by Gabe Davis, and I was like, hey, this might be a sign. We over here talking about getting Mika, but motherfucker, he just got his shit ripped. Like, I don't know. And then next thing you know. So yeah, I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take the Colts on this one. I think Jeff Saturday, he's kind of still showing that he's still a dude. They played great last week. Jonathan Taylor's been doing his thing. So I like Mike Tomlin's defense. I think, like you said, this is an ugly, slutty game on prime time. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I think I came into the show picking the Steelers, but I really like the Colts a little better.
All right, I'm taking the Steelers here, and only because TJ Watt has immediately been a difference maker, and I think he, especially against the piss poor offense with Matt Ryan at the helm, and Matt Ryan loves to give the ball up. Like, I feel like the people are forgetting now that, like, Matt Ryan, like, it was perfect. It's perfect because, like, Matt Ryan stunk. People were calling for this man to, like, be gone. Like, he was terrible. They just bring in someone a little bit worse for 2 weeks, right? Sam Ellinger, who the fuck is this guy? Thinks it up even worse. They get -4 yards for a whole quarter. It's like, oh shit, like, this is the bomb. And then now Matt Ryan looks like Jesus to him. Like, oh yeah, like, Matt Ryan should be favored on prime time. Like, yeah, like, no, this man should be an underdog in every game. I don't give a fuck who he's playing unless it's the Texans. Like, no, even then they tied the fucking Texans with Matt Ryan. Like, no matter how the more I talk, the more I'm leaning like, yeah, the Steelers on prime time here.
God damn it. Oh, I hate you. I'm taking the fucking Steelers. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
I'm telling you, but TJ Watt is the best man on the field when this game starts.
Well, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, no, Steelers are the safe.
He said they tied the fucking Texans.
And Mike Tomlin needs to go 500. He's not. I don't think Mike Tomlin. I know he cares about the playoffs, but there's something in him that's also like, low key. I keep that 500 streak going. Like we gotta keep. Like, this is definitely a winnable game. Like if they gave him the Chiefs, he'd be like, okay, L is an L. But this is a game that we should fucking win this game. Don't fuck with my streak, bro.
You gonna give them boys a speech that like they ain't never heard before.
Facts. So yeah, give us the Steelers on prime time. People's got a little amnesia. They got amnesia on the Colts. They got amnesia on the fucking Raiders. They think the Raiders. Yeah, so.
It's Jonathan Taylor for me. I feel like recently Jonathan Taylor's been playing well.
He did put up 80 yards, but that was not. He had like 70 yards in the first quarter and ended the game with 85. So I was like, where the fuck did he go for 3 quarters?
I'm crying. I didn't even know that.
But on to the favorite part of the show here, on to the locks and dogs before we get into the best bets that I got cooked up for y'all boys. Oh, damn. I mean, do you have one off the top that you want to go first with?
Hey, I can't pick none of the Thanksgiving games because those would have been my locks. Like the Bills would have been a lock, low key. I would look crazy. I would have been scared for a second. But no, for my first lock, I would take the Vikings over the Patriots. But that would I was already wrong on that one.
Oh yeah. But,
I like. Oh, definitely the Eagles and the Packers on prime time.
You taking the Eagles here?
Yeah, definitely got to take the Eagles. I low-key like the 49ers, and I low-key like but no, that's too big a spread. Definitely can't pick the Chiefs. Ooh, I low-key like the Seahawks, the Eagles. I'm taking the Birds, the Eagles, and the Seahawks.
All right.
And then I'm taking my Dirty Birds as the underdog.
Okay. Going all 3 Birds. Good call up. I see you. Damn. All right. Well, I'm happy you didn't take my dog. We do have the same lock though. I'm rocking with the Seahawks for sure. I think this is like -4 isn't big enough. And then if I have to go with another lock, it's gonna be the Chargers. And it's mainly because they're better on away games, and the Cardinals suck at home. And the Cardinals, there doesn't look like they're a cohesive unit right now. So even if with Keenan Allen, I think Jay Herbo is going to go back to his normal self.
Oh yeah.
Titans will be my dog though.
Nice, that's a good dog.
I really like, especially at home. Mike Vrabel knows how to get the job. Mike Vrabel is someone I like to bet on at home.
I like it. I really like that Chargers when I was looking at them, and I was like, nah, let me not do it. The Eagles, the Chargers was the Eagles were under the Chargers. So I was like, whoa, Eagles definitely. And the Seahawks are also above the Chargers.
Now I do have to get into my best bets. I'm going to kick it off with something I already talked about, -4 to Seahawks. This is one of my favorite lock of the week right here. It would be this -4 Seahawks. The Raiders has looked terrible, and now all of a sudden, like this would have been a 7-point spread 2 weeks ago. Now we get the Seahawks off a bye, just already rolling against a team coming off overtime game where they were struggling against the Broncos. So yeah, give me the Seahawks here, lay the 4. Titans +2.5. Sprinkle something on the money line. Like I said, this is my dog of the week right here. So 2.5 points at home. If you go ahead and buy the extra point, make it 3. So just in case they do lose by a field goal, you're safe. I got that extra half point and with the 3. Be smart with your money. Next would be -14 Dolphin. This spread could be -20. I would have took it. I'm going with the big one, mainly because like if Davis Mills was starting, I'd probably be like, okay, that's a team that might still put up some points. They've done it all year. But now that I know that it's going to be a backup quarterback, like there's someone worse than Mills. There's someone that Mills beat for a starting job. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking dead.
So yeah, we're never gonna cook that boy. And then our run defense has been top of the pack. Like we put Nick Chubb in the box. Yeah, like 40 yards on like 15, 16 carries or something. He did still have a touchdown. But like, yeah, I love Dameon Pierce, but this is not gonna be the week where he goes off, I don't think, especially when we're whooping the ass early. Next one, Browns plus 3.5. Everyone's forgetting the Buccaneers have sucked. And now they're on the road against a team that can run the ball, which the Bucs have not been able to stop efficiently, and they're a 3.5-point underdog. Like, yeah, give me the 3.5. So even if the Bucs win by a field goal, because that's all they score is field goals, I'll be okay. And then my last spread, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go plus 3.5 Jaguars. Even though I picked the Ravens, I think the Jags keep it within 3.
That's actually interesting. I think the Ravens all hold them boys to either like 3 or 10.
It's, especially with Ronnie Stanley, the left tackle, all-pro left tackle, going to be out for the Ravens here. They're a run-heavy team. They need that Ronnie Stanley, and they look terrible when he's not in. So Josh Allen and the defensive line, Trayvon Walker and them boys have been playing pretty great. So I think they can keep they can get to Lamar. So I think they can keep it within 3.5. Lamar and them just haven't. Normally, I would say lay it. Well, we're going to torch them, boys. So I'm kind of going against my normal thought process because I always get burned when I think that that's going to happen with them.
Yeah, that's actually some good bets right there.
Yeah, but that's that wraps up the best bets as well. We gave out the locks and our dogs. I gave out some best bets. Gave out 5 of them. I will have some prop bets for y'all next week. Sorry I didn't have those. I've been busy prepping for this Miami trip because we're gonna be fucking totally blitzed at the motherfucking stadium.
Nah, no cap, man. What's your itinerary? What else are you gonna do while you're in Miami?
I'm gonna go on a boat tour out there to go see some mansions and shit. Just ride on a boat tour. Go eat nice ass restaurant. Go to the little downtown area. Just hit the beach, of course. Hit the little like the Miami Strip on the beach. I'm gonna be there for like 2 days. And then the day after the game, so I'm gonna be chilling there for a little while.
Nice, man. Enjoy the vibes. Enjoy the ride. Drive safe, man.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Yes, sir, man. But hey, man, this has been Totally Blitz live. You feel me? We had to come through and drop this episode real quick. You feel me? It's gonna be another great week of football. Thanksgiving was lit. I hope everybody had a Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful for everybody that watches the show. I'm thankful for you, Paul. I'm thankful for a lot of shit, man.
Yeah,
motherfucking. This has been Totally Blitz, man. This is gonna be another great weekend of football, man. And don't forget to check out our fight page. Who was it? Who fought this week? Fighting this week?
Josh Sapita versus Regis Progrod, the battle of the best for the vacant super lightweight WBC belt of the world. And whoever wins this fights the next best guy, and whoever wins that will fight Teofimo. Like, it's already mandatory stacked up.
And then, hey, man, UFC 282 is coming soon, man. So motherfucking make sure you stay tuned and keep up with what we got going on, man. But if you don't know, I don't mind telling you one more time that this has been the Totally Blitz podcast. I'm in this bitch with Paul Pickering winning content. It's your boy Kev Waterboy, boy, and you and everybody eating at your